The laptop's on top of a boiler and the boiler's just come on. I'm sure, yeah, stick a block on just in case. So we should be live on YouTube and Facebook, and we're going to go live on Instagram as well. There we go. So morning, if you are joining on YouTube and Facebook, and we are focusing on breath as always on a Monday, but we're going to do a little bit more movement with it. Elaine's going to do the warm-up, and then we'll do some nice flow, the two particular sort of like the soaring crane, Buddha holds up the earth, etc. So let's have a look and see everybody there.
Thank you. That's all right. Morning, everybody. So if you want to stand with your feet underneath your hips and just let yourself have a little gentle movement forwards and backwards. Just feel the feet into the ground. Just give your toes a little bit of a wiggle and then let them gently relax down onto the ground. So really feel that engagement between the ball of the foot, the knuckle at the base of the little toe, and then your heel. So you've got 3 points that you can feel really equal pressure on those points into the ground. And then just body scan, so working from the bottom up, just think about the alignment of your ankles. If you just take a little peek down, do your ankles roll in a little bit? If they do, just see if you can activate the arches of your foot just to bring a little bit of awareness into the alignment of your ankles. And then bring your head back up to standing nice and lengthened through the crown of the head. Give the shoulders a roll back and down. And then just notice how you feel this morning. So just standing nice and still, calm, let the arms be relaxed down by the side of the body. Just notice how you feel. And then we're going to gently drop the chin down towards the chest. Just feel a stretch through the back of the neck. And then let your shoulders relax. We're going to be rolling down one vertebrae at a time. So nice and slowly. Head leads the way, relaxing through the shoulders, through the chest. Gently make your way down, soften the knees on the way down. And then just hang upside down for a moment. So the head is heavy, the knees are soft, the arms are heavy. Just notice how something feels. It might feel a little bit of a stretch on the backs of the legs, but if you soften your knees, just so that you're not overstretching your hamstrings. And then as you start to push through the legs, stretching the legs, slowly uncurl one vertebrae at a time, rolling through the spine, coming back up to standing, and bringing your head back onto the top of the spine. Okay, we're going to go just a little bit quicker this time, so still rolling through one vertebrae at a time, and still letting the knees have soften as you go down. So let the chin drop down towards the chest, let the shoulders relax, rolling through the back of the rib cage. Let the knees soften as you roll down. When you get to the bottom, just stay hanging upside down here. And then with the lips softly together, I just want you to take a breath in and out through the nose, but notice the back of the rib cage expanding as you breathe in. And then breathing out. And then slowly make your way back up to standing, pushing through the legs, slowly rolling through the vertebrae one at a time, and coming back up to standing. Okay, just give everything a little bit of a shake. Okay, this time take both arms up towards the ceiling. Try and keep a nice space between your shoulders and your ears. So even though we're taking the arms up, keep the shoulder blades back and down. Stay lengthened through the fingertips, still feeling lengthened through the crown of the head. What we're going to do is you're going to stretch with one arm. So let's all go with your right arm. I should be mirroring you, I think, unless the camera flips it. So lengthen through the right hand side of your body. Imagine you're just reaching up to, I don't know, pick an apple off the tree. So you feel a lengthen through the side of the body. And then the left-hand side, you're just going to alternate reaching and lengthening through the side, but again, still keeping that nice space between your shoulder and your ear. So it's a definite lengthen through the side of the body. Just keep alternating. You might find one side feels a little bit freer than another. That's totally normal because none of us are symmetrical. Okay, 2 more. Okay, then standing still, keeping your arms up above your head. So we're going to go with the right arm again, but what I'd like you to try and do is have a bend in your right knee at the same time as lengthening through. So it deepens the stretch, so you lean into the side that you're stretching. So if your right arm's up, you're bending your right knee, and you'll just start to lean over a little bit, and it will deepen the stretch, and then come across to the other side. And then the other side. So again, you feel as though you're pushing your heel down into the ground as you're reaching up through the fingertips. You should feel a deeper stretch through the side of the body. And if you want to just take your chin, you probably noticed I'm looking up a little bit. Raise your chin a little bit because it brings the sternum up towards the sky. Let's do a couple more. And then bringing the arms back down and standing tall. Give everything a little bit of a shake. We're going to be knocking.
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
Okay, so let's just do some knocking so we get some rotation. So just take your feet a little bit wider than they perhaps were, and we'll just go into knocking. So remember, working from the centre. The arms follow. Remember the lengthening from the crown of the head as the central point through the spine, and everything else moves freely around. And then just start to slow it down into water waves. And if you want to, follow the arm that goes behind you. So just see if you can follow it with your eyes, so you get the head movement following the hands. Slowing it down. And then just come back to standing. Before I pass over to Gray, we're just going to do a little bit of movement through the feet. So bring the feet probably just a couple of centimetres apart, so they're not glued together but they're not hip width. Both feet parallel. Just again, check the alignment of your feet and your ankles. Raise one heel away from the floor and really try and push the foot forward, so you're really working through the knuckles at the base of the toes. You're really activating. If you want to, just gently push through. So if you need more of a stretch, you can bend the supporting leg and push further forwards on that foot. But really try and stretch through the knuckles at the base of the toes. And then bring that foot back. And then swap sides. So bring the heel away. If that's enough of a stretch, then you just stay there. If you want a little bit more, you can bend the leg that you're standing on and really push through. Work the joints. And then come back to standing. And then what we're going to do, I want you to imagine it's a bit like a bicycle exercise. So take one heel away, come up onto both feet, on both toes, and then place the other heel down. So you come up, place one heel down, come up together, place the opposite heel down. So you alternate each foot, but really push through the joints to really work the without falling over. Yeah, we don't do enough for our feet in general, so this is just a really nice one to get some mobility through the feet. And just see if you can relax your toes as you're doing it. So the active movement is in the joints, but see if you can relax your toes and not grip through your toes. And then just give everything a bit of shake. And I'll pass over to Greg. To do some flow.
I like that one. I like that foot one. I just need to put the clock back on because I've lost the clock there. Thank you. That's brilliant. Let's move into a little bit of flow now. So got everything working. Have a little bit of a shake out. Just angle the camera down a bit. Shaking the shoulders, shaking the hands, bit of cleansing and clearing with the breath. So taking a calm, full breath in through the nose and let that go. And again, full breath in through the nose and let go. Let's just do one more cleansing and clearing breath in and let go. And then slowing down, and just opening up the shoulders, arms facing forwards, letting the breath settle, just so keeping the face relaxed, tongue just resting very gently on the roof of the mouth. Do pulling down, so breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. I think that was a really nice cue Elaine did, is you gently look up, or if you just glance up, you lift that sternum up. So sternum or heart to the sky, breath in, breath out. Again, just bring the palms facing forward for a moment. Pulling down in 6 directions, so we breathe in. Softness in the knee, ankle, hip, rotate to one side, breath out, breath in, and then out down the center, breath in, softness in the knees, the ankles, breath out, go to each side one more time. Rotate through the shoulders, elbows, palms facing up. Taking a moment, palms facing forwards, chest open, sternum lifted just a little bit. We'll do some flow, and I want you just to focus on the smoothness of the breath, the smoothness of the movement, and just lengthening the breath slightly. So just making it a little bit longer, not so that it becomes stressful or that you feel as if you're running out of air or you get any air hunger, but just see if we can just lengthen that breath a little bit more. So palms facing down towards the ground, shoulders down, and then breathing in, rotating shoulders, elbows, palms facing the sky, finger and thumb, forefinger and thumb touch, and then breathing out. And then just following your breath, but see if you can just lengthen that breath, still keeping it calm, relaxed, effortless. It's like stretching the breath out. keep that softness in the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. Expansion as you breathe in. And then just gradually bringing the arms a little bit lower. If you think of soaring crane, the soaring crane is landing. Still keep lengthening the breath, no rush. Then just taking a moment again, just with the palms facing forwards, shoulders open. Buddha holds up the earth, so start with the palms facing up. Now we've got that little bit of roundness in the elbows. We bring the palms to face the chest, and then we're lifting, holding up the earth above our head, and then reversing that movement, so just coming back down and then lifting, and same idea with the breath, so still wanting to keep it smooth, effortless breath, but see if we can just stretch that breath a little bit, lengthen it out a little bit. See how slow you can go, but still keeping it calm, relaxed, fluid, effortless. Let's do 2 more. Expanding as you breathe in. And then just taking a moment, just holding that little chi ball in front. Relaxing the shoulders, tall through the spine. And then just letting the breath settle back to a comfortable, easy rhythm, just effortless breathing, soft, light, easy breathing. Don't have to try and breathe in any particular way. Tiger claws, get your tiger claws going. Get your feet nice and solid and stable on the ground. I'm just going to move back a bit so you can see, hopefully. And this time with the breath, just keep it light and soft. Don't particularly feel as if you have to breathe with the movement. I just want the breath to be effortless. Don't even think necessarily about how you're breathing, but keep it in and out through the nose. Keep the face relaxed, keep the jaw relaxed. And if it feels comfortable, just keep the tip of the tongue or the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Tiger claws. Slow movement, just breathe effortlessly as you need to. Don't feel at the moment that you need to breathe with the movement. Don't feel either that you have to get to a certain depth at all. Just focus on smooth, fluid movement, smooth, easy breathing. If the breath changes drastically, if you have any pain anywhere, you just stop. This is not about straining or overloading or pushing or forcing. Tiger is still a flow, even though it might be a little bit more challenging. Nice. Everybody looks great on Zoom. Some good tigers going on there. Strong claws, engages the back as you're sinking down, and then you can soften, use the legs as you're standing up. Keep that chest lifted. Remember, you want to be in a position where you could change direction at any time. Let's just do 2 more. No rush. It's funny when you say 2 more, everybody starts rushing. I want to do these 2 movements. 2 reps left. Keep it nice and slow. And then come up to standing. Let's do palms open. Letting the breath settle. When we're in this position, I really want you to think of opening the shoulders, not necessarily forcing any, pushing the rib cage out. So the rib cage stays nice and soft, but you open the shoulders. So you get that little bit of length here across the collarbone. We're going to go back to the tiger. This time we'll make it a little bit more challenging. You might have already been doing this. So as we go slowly down, we're going to stretch that breath again. We're going to lengthen that breath. Let's do gentle breath out as you go down. And it's all in and out through the nose. And then as you're coming up, breath in. Again, it's exactly as we were doing with the other flows. See if you can lengthen the breath, but keep it smooth. If you start to feel that you're running out of air, or you're getting air hunger, or you're gasping for breath, you just take a rest. There's a lot going on here, because when you slow the movement down, you're putting quite a lot of, you're spending a lot of time under tension. There's a lot of good work going on here. And if you can keep the breath nice and light, relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw. Lengthening the breath. Notice how when you change direction with the movement, the breath changes direction too. The space at the top and the bottom of the breath. Let's do one more. In your own time. Smooth, 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 smooth. Let's hold that little chi ball. Let the breath settle. You might feel you need to take that slightly fuller breath. That's absolutely fine. If you want that little bit of a reset, you can take that slightly fuller breath. Little top up. Let go. Absolutely fine if you want to do that. Why you might feel you need to do that is because as we've been doing this exercise, as you've been stretching the breath, you've been building up carbon dioxide in the blood. So that little bit of cleansing and clearing at the top of that when you finish the movement, that's absolutely fine, feels good. We're going to make this just one more flow, make it a little bit more challenging. On the tiger, we're going to pause the breath. Now, this is challenging, so if you're pregnant, if you're trying to get pregnant, if you've got any blood pressure issues, if you've got any cardiovascular issues, if you just do not feel like it this morning because you've had a massive big breakfast and you think I better not pause the breath, or you just had some loads of coffee or whatever, don't do it. So there are those contraindications. It's quite challenging. We're going to do 2 normal, and then we'll get to the top. We'll do normal breath in, normal breath out, pause the breath, stop the breath. If you can get to the bottom and then you need to breathe, that's absolutely fine. If you can do the whole tiger pausing the breath, that's great. Breath in at the top, at the top of the breath, at the top of the tiger, or at the bottom, wherever you are. So just to finish off our Monday morning motivation, let's go. Let's do 1. Are you breathing normally now? This is like your little warm up to the pause or the hold. Okay, get to the top. Normal breath in. We're going to pause on the exhale. So a normal exhale, just breathing out normally. Pause the breath. You can breathe here at the bottom, or if you can manage, slowly, slowly, slowly to get to the top. And then breath in. That feels good. Let that breath go. Open up the palms. 1, pulling down. Gentle breath in. Lifting the heart towards the sky, keeping the shoulders down. Breath out. Interlocking your thumbs, resting on your lower down chin. Bring the feet close together, gluing your feet together. Closing your eyes. Just letting your body gently rock and sway. Bit of bamboo in the wind to finish off this morning. And taking a calm, full breath in through the nose. Opening your eyes, stepping out. Pushing down. Excellent. Hopefully that's woken you up. Certainly woke me, obviously woken you up. Brilliant. Thanks for that. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for jumping in. As always, we'll be back on Wednesday. Thanks, Elaine, for the warm-up. And we'll see you on Wednesday for even more movement. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.